This is going to be a bad food blog. And what are we going to be eating?
I don't know.
We're not having Mickey a la helmet. Although Mickey does look cute in the helmet and it does look like a little spacecraft, I agree with you. And it is fun the way it spins. If it drops off the table, you'll ruin your helmet. So go put it away.
Look at him.
Yeah, we're eating Fray Bentos steak and kidney. It doesn't say anything, so I'm going to assume pie. But really it's like a dish of slime with some burnt crust on top. Well, no, that's how I cook them because I'm bad at cooking them.
Blech.
What do you mean, You haven't even tasted it. You like steak and kidney pies? Okay, well I'm going to cook this and we're going to see what it turns out like. But last time I said just steak, so this time it's steak and kidney. Do you know what a kidney is, Max?
No.
Everybody has 2 of them. Well, most people do.
A kid?
Kidney. It's a part of your body. It removes ammonia and other products from your blood. It makes your pee-pee.
Okay.
Okay.
Kidney.
First thing to do, why of course, is to open the can. Should really be prepared for this. Well, let's see how this goes. Oops. You should. Okay. I'm filming on a new camera today. Not a new camera, it's an old camera, but it's new for me to film on. It should get much better contrast detail, much better quality, and you should be able to see how impeccably well done this tin is and the way it shines. Oh, it's that smell of cat food again. It's not the fact that this smells like cat food, it's that tinned meat always smells the same, whether it is cat food or not. And you do have an extremely sharp edged disc to play with. Don't know if you can quite grasp how interesting that is. There's little tiny lakes of oil on the top there. I'll just video that for a minute while I'll warm the oven up. Ready. Let's just let that sink in, shall we? So, placing it in the oven. It's going to be out of focus, and this camera doesn't autofocus. So we just say it's very good quality, and I'm not placing it on a baking tray, I'm putting it straight in the oven. Damn it. Always read the instructions before you cut the top off something. 25 minutes, they've written that really loud. Really large, quite a loud font. There we go. As cooking, it's had 4 or 5 minutes and there's nothing to say so far. Wow, it's actually shrunk. So it's been cooking for about 10 minutes now and it's actually shrunk. It's amazing. So Mark, we have the pie here. Has a, oh sorry, I was just having a snack. Not that I don't think I'm going to be eating this or anything. This is a Rivita, it's a piece of cardboard. It's breathing. Look, it's going up and down. Let me zoom in. Oh, and it's spilling pie contents on the inside of my oven. Ah, that's just great. That's just great. That's finished product. It's not really crispy. It's like that, like sort of chewing gummy type thing. It looks like it should be crispy, but it's pretty pliable, and there's air bubbles under here, and it's the outside layer feels like kind of half-baked pastry, and underneath that it's just sort of, well, what do you expect for a pound, really? Oh, it's a $1 pie, it's a £1 pie, it's not exactly haute cuisine, is it? Look, it's probably going to taste nice. I'm going to eat it now, and as per last time, I'm going to video myself eating it. I'm going to eat it as one of my comments suggested, straight from the tin. Because, you know, that's the way you eat a tin pie. I really don't want to eat it from the tin. Fray Bentos steak and kidney pie. See, the pie's boiling out, or spilling out of the crust. The top's not cooked. The inside of the pie, the best way to describe it, is like water. The beef is overcooked, almost to the point where it's stringy and slightly sawdusty. The liquid is supposed to be gravy, but it bears no close to tasteless. Ooh, and it's like chewing gum. There's no substance to it. Watery. I'm giving it its best shot, even putting pepper in it, and there is no flavour. I'd reckon there's a reasonable amount of meat in here. I'm not going to lie, but it's not very much, and the gravy is tasteless. I mean, I'm going to have to add salt to it if I'm going to eat it. I mean, you know, a beef stock should at least have some salt. That improved it quite a bit. The salt and the pepper has seasoned it a bit. It's brought it a bit more to life. I don't know if that's a health thing they've done, or my taste isn't that far off. I don't add much salt to food, and that was a tiny amount I added. As you can tell, I don't really have a salt cellar I put on tables. I have a table salt I use for cooking. I very rarely put this on anything but maybe a sprinkle on some fries. That's it. Well, it's edible. I'm not going to lie about that. Is it value for money? Yeah. Oh, $1 or £1. I think it's $1.20 or something. Yeah, it's edible, and it's value for money. And if I could work out how to cook it so the top would cook without the bottom boiling out at the 25-minute mark and spilling everywhere, this is uncooked puff pastry here. I'm pretty sure if I was to take this pastry crust out, put it on a baking tray and cook it, it would be passable. Or I could put it back on this and probably eat it. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Now I've taken the pie crust off, that's in the oven cooking. I'll show you how much meat there is in this. This is mostly gravy, and I would say roughly one, maybe generous 1.5 hot dogs worth of meat. That's what we're talking about here. 1.5 hot dogs worth of meat. Not very much. Going to be eating that Rivita cracker to take the taste out of my mouth. It's not bad. It's the same as a steak and kidney pie you might buy in a shop, but it was just heavily lacking season. It's lacking any spices. I mean, in fact, I'm going to revise it and say 1 hot dog. I'm getting mostly pie crust and gravy here. There's very, very little. 1 hot dog's worth of meat. I mean, that's not bad. It's £1. I can't say it's not value for money. It doesn't taste that bad once you add a bit of salt and pepper, and I'm pretty sure when the oven's done with that pie crust, the pastry's going to taste good. But if you're using a highly conductive metal tin with a lake of liquid over the top of a very thin pie crust, it's going to squirt out everywhere. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you need to put a hole in the top of the pie or something. Did I miss the instructions? But it's not. I cooked it for the prerequisite time at the prerequisite temperature. The pie crust never seems to cook. I have no idea why. Okay. But it looks. Oh, I'm gonna burn myself there. I'll be alright. Ow! Ow! Nah, I'm not eating that. I'm done. It didn't even. It had another 10 minutes in the oven, and it didn't even rise. Please subscribe.